Welcome back students in second part of today's lecture. Now we are going to discuss about Newton's third law of motion. It is very easy and important law. Okay. So according to Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, whereas action and reaction act on different objects. So this is the statement. Now let's discuss the statement in detail. See what is the first line. To every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. To understand that, imagine that you are pushing a wall. So when you are pushing a wall, you are applying a force on wall. But in that process, you feel some amount of force on your hand also. You feel some kind of pain or strain in your hand. Okay, that is why that is there, because when you are applying force on wall, the force is also applying the wall is also applying a force on you. So you have done the action and wall is doing the reaction. So when you apply force on wall, the wall will apply force on you. So equal and opposite forces are there. And what is the second line here? Action and reaction act on different objects. So action force you are applying on wall and reaction force wall is applying on you. Okay. So action is done on the wall and reaction is done on your hand. So that's why it is written here, action and reaction act on different objects. Here by this diagram you can understand it more accurately. Here you can see one block is there which is placed on a table. Okay. So whatever weight of this block is there, that weight will apply force in downward direction, which is action. And because of that, that tabletop will also apply some force on block, which will be reaction. Okay, reaction is always represented by letter capital R. And this reaction will be equal to the action, that means mg. So mg is the weight of the box which is applying force in downward direction. So reaction R also will be equals to mg, where m is mass and g is the gravitational acceleration. Now let's discuss some important points related to this law. First, both action and reaction are forces. Okay, when you are applying force, that is action, and when you are getting reaction, that is also a kind of force. Second point, action and reaction act simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. Okay, so action and reaction act at the same time but on different objects. Okay, in the case we have discussed above, the tabletop and the block are two different objects on which action and reaction act simultaneously. Third point, the magnitude of force exerted by block on the tabletop is equal in magnitude in the force exerted by tabletop on the block, but they are opposite in direction. Then fourth, action and reaction cannot cancel each other because they act on different objects. This thing you must remember, because in balanced force, we have studied that if the amount of force is equal, there will be no work. Okay. But that was in the case when both the equal forces are working on same object. Okay. So once again, let me clear you that if two equal forces are working on the same object in opposite direction, they are called balanced forces, and because of them there will be no work. But here in this case what happened, one force is acting on one object, another force is acting on another object. They are equal, their direction is opposite, but they are working on different objects. That's why they cannot cancel each other. So you can see some effect because of these forces. Fifth point, action and reaction do not produce same accelerations because action and reaction act on different objects and that different objects can have different masses. So according to mass, they will produce acceleration. When you kick a ball, you have applied force on that ball. Okay, the ball will apply also some force on your feet, so you can feel a little pain or a little impact of force on your feet. Okay, but when you kick the ball got accelerated so much and it starts moving. Okay, but do you also start moving? No. Why? Because the mass of ball is very less in comparison with your mass. That's why the acceleration produced in ball is very large in comparison with the acceleration produced in your body. So when you apply force on ball, ball also applies same force on you. So the amount of force is equal, but because the mass of ball and your mass is different, that's why acceleration will be different. So it is not always necessary that both the bodies will move. Maybe no body will move. Maybe some cases are there in which both the body will move also, and in some cases only one body move and in other body no motion will be there. Here one very good example of Newton's third law is given there. When you are playing basketball, you are pushing the ball downward and ball is coming up again and again. Okay, whenever you are pushing the ball down, it is coming up again. Why this happen? Why the ball bounce back? Because when you apply force on ball, the force goes to the floor. Okay, the ball goes down and applies some force on floor. The floor will also apply some force on ball, which is the reaction. Okay, when ball hits the floor, it applies some force on floor, which is called action. Because of that action, the floor also applies some force on ball, which is called reaction, and that's why the ball comes up, the ball bounce back. Okay, so this is a very good example of Newton's third law of motion, bouncing back of ball. If you throw a ball towards a wall, then also the ball bounce back, because when the ball apply force on wall, the wall also apply force on ball. So the ball bounce back and comes to you. By one more example, we can understand it, that whenever we are walking, whenever we have to move forward, we are pushing the floor backward. Okay, with our leg, what we are doing, we are pushing the floor in backward direction. Here you can see which is action, and the floor is pushing you in the forward direction, which is reaction, and like that we walk on the floor. Here again one more example, rowing of a boat. So when we have to move the boat, what we do? With the help of action and reaction, the boat can be moved. So here what boatman does? It pushes the water back and water pushes the boat in forward direction. Okay, so boatman is applying action in the backward direction by pushing the water back, and the water is pushing the boat in forward direction by applying equal force in opposite direction, which is the reaction applied by water. Okay, in flying of rocket also same thing is there. From the jet engine hot gases comes out, that gas goes down, apply force in the downward direction, which is action by gas. Okay, and in result of its reaction, the rocket goes up. In swimming also, the swimmer pushes the water back, that is applying the force, that means action, and the water pushes them ahead, that is reaction. Okay, so these are some examples of Newton's third law. Now I hope you all have understand this. This is it for today's lecture. See you all in next lecture. Till then, goodbye, take care and do some productive work.